Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Study with Ishant. And as I promised that I will be back with another tough question of JEE Advanced 2016 paper. So I am back with this huge monster problem of physics, and this is one of the most popular physics question of the JEE field. The question was asked in the 2016 advanced paper, physics paper number 2, and this question was one of the toughest question ever in the history of IITG. The question is on the concept of angular momentum and is from the chapter rotational dynamics. That is the biggest fear of most of the science aspirants. Uh, the question is quite lengthier, and the question needs a very clear and fantastic approach of angular momentum. Okay, so I will be solving this question with my method. Okay, and I would not say that the question can be solved by this method only. There are multiple various methods to solve this question, but this is one of the simplest method to solve this question. Okay, so let us begin. The question is saying two thin circular discs of mass m and 4m, having radii a and 2a respectively, are rigidly fixed by a massless rigid rod of length root 24a. Okay, see, the question is saying that there is a system where two discs, one of radius a and other of radius 2a, are arranged in a system, and these two are connected by a massless rod of length root 24. Okay, through their centers. Okay, so further it's saying this assembly is laid on a firm and flat surface and set rolling without slipping. Okay, this system is laid down on a flat surface, okay, such that it can roll without slip. Okay, about the axis of rotation, and the axis of rotation is omega, about which it's rotating. Okay, now the angular momentum of the center of assembly about point O is L. So about this point O, the angular momentum of the system is L. Okay. Then we need to find which of the following statements is are true. These are the four options, and we need to tell which option is correct. So let us begin. The first approach which you can find here is that see, this arrangement is rotating like this is rotating like this about z axis. See, this is z axis and this is the system, so it is rotating like this. Also it can rotate like this also about this z axis. It can rotate like this and also rotate like this up. It can rotate about O like this, and it can rotate around the z axis. Two rotations are possible. Clear? So I will be redrawing this diagram here. See, first of all, this is the z-axis, and this is the system. This is the smaller disk, and this is the rod, and this is the bigger disk, and the radii is A, and this radii is 2A. Mass is M and 4M. Okay, and this like this, it's rotating about omega. Now see, first of all, if you see about this point O, the system is rotating like this. First of all, it is rotating like this. Okay. So, and this is the z axis. First of all, this whole system is rotating about O. Okay. Like this, as. Okay. So, according to the right hand thumb rule, what does that states? This is rotating like this. So, this thumb represents the velocity vector, angular momentum vector. I'm really sorry. Angular momentum vector, okay, or you can say angular velocity vector. This is the angular velocity vector outside, means for the rotation about the point O, the angular velocity vector is this. Okay, let me rewrite, and let me name it as L of about this omega. L of omega, this is the angular velocity vector. Clear? Now see, the length here from O, from this point O, from this point O to this also is L, as the length of rod is L. Okay. Now if you see this small triangle, assuming this angle to be theta, and this is A, and this is theta, so this point, let me redraw this. This is O, this is point A and B. So in triangle OAB, see OAB, this is the triangle, this is theta, and with respect to this, this is the 90-degree angle. Clear? This is length L, this is length A. Okay, so we can find this length OB from Pythagoras theorem. So OB is what? It is hypotenuse, because the side in the front of 90 degree is only hypotenuse. So this can be taken out. How much this would be? It would be under root mein L square plus A square. What is the value of L here? Root 24A. Means this is what? Root 24 square plus A square means 25A square means 5 times A. This distance OB is what? 5 times of A. This we have found by the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Now see. If you see this angular velocity vector, then if you draw a line from here, this angle is also theta, because these two are alternate or opposite. Now you can see that what we need to find the first option, the center of mass of the assembly rotates about z-axis within angular velocity of omega by 5. So we need to find the center of mass of the system. Assuming the center of mass to be here, this would be our L, center of mass. I am assuming any arbitrary point as the center of mass. So what will be the center of mass? The formula for L, center of mass, this would be what? The formula is m1x1 plus m2x2 upon m1 plus m2. What is m1? It is m. What is x1? The length from O. This would be L plus 4m into 2L upon m plus 4m 5m. This will be what? 4 to the 8, 9. 9L by 5. So the center of mass of this whole system is 9L by 5. Okay? 9L by 5. This is the center of mass of this whole system. 9L by 5. Okay? Now see. The system is rotating about O. Also it is rotating about the z-axis. Getting my point? About the center of mass, it is rotating like this also. Okay, so what will the angular velocity for that? See, it is rotating like this, so it is rotating like this, so the angular velocity will be far. Okay, means from this point O. From this point O, the angular velocity vector will be this. For what? This angular velocity vector will be for the rotation about the z-axis. Okay, assuming that the angular velocity is omega 1, so this velocity vector will be L omega 1. Okay, from z-axis, assuming that this angle is also theta. Okay, now we need to verify the first option. The center of mass of the assembly rotates about z-axis with the angular velocity omega by 5. Okay, so generally the formula, we know one formula, that velocity is r times of omega. Okay, now for this system about this point O, we can write the velocity. Okay, what will the velocity? It will be a times of omega, because the small radius is a only. R is the small radius, and what is the small radius for the smaller disk? A. Okay, this is the V. Now you can write what you can write, the omega. So about the center of mass, okay, the entire system is rotating with omega 5. We need to prove this. Okay, so for the center of mass, the rotation is this. The rotation vector is this only, because this was the vector for which this whole system was rotating around that axis about the center of mass. Clear? This one was for this, for the whole system about the axis of rotation. Getting my point? The difference between these two velocity vectors. This one is for the rotation of the whole system about the axis of rotation, and this one angular velocity vector was for the rotation of this whole system about z axis with respect to center of mass. Okay, now we need to find it rotates about z axis. So what will be the rotation of this whole system at center of mass? This will be what? The cos component, because we need to tell about the z axis. Okay, so assuming that the velocity, the angular velocity, we can assume it as omega z. Omega z will be what? It will be omega 1 cos theta. Omega 1 cos theta. Getting my point? Because we need to tell about z axis. So its component, vertical component, cos theta. Now we need to find cos theta and omega 1. What will be omega 1? It will be V upon capital R. V is what? A into omega upon R. What is R? The total length for this is L. For this smaller disk, till the smaller disk is L. Clear? Now this is the omega 1. Now we need to find cos theta. Now again look at the triangle OAB. What will be cos theta? Okay. In triangle OAB, cos theta is what? Base upon hypotenuse. What will be base? If this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular, and in front of the hypotenuse it is base. So this L is the base, is base upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is what? 5 times of A. What is the value of L? Root 24A. So the cos theta is root 24 by 5. Cos theta is here, omega 1 is here. Put in this formula. Omega 1 is A omega by L into root 24 by 5. Now again put the value of L, root 24 times of A. Okay, so it will be what? A omega upon root 24A into root 24 by 5. So root 24 cancel, A cancel, omega by 5 means the angular velocity of the center of mass of the whole assembly is omega by 5 only. Means the first option is totally correct. Okay, we have verified the first option, means first option is totally correct. Now let us come up to the second option. Okay, you can see. Okay, so come on, let us verify the second option here. The second option is saying what? The magnitude of the angular momentum of center of mass of the assembly about the point O is 81 ma square omega. Okay, means the question is saying the magnitude of angular momentum of center of mass, means we need to find the value of the angular momentum about of the center of mass of the assembly about the point O. Okay, you know one formula for angular momentum, that is what? I axis into omega. This is the general formula we write for angular momentum. Now we need to find the magnitude of angular momentum, okay, of center of mass. This is the very important word, of center of mass. Center of mass. So see, whenever we generally write the formula for center of mass m1 x1 plus m2 x2 upon m1 plus m2, the condition was we treat m1 and m2 as point masses. This is one of the concepts about in the center of mass. Okay, so means we need to assume these two disks as the point mass. Okay, getting my point? Means here we will be assuming these two disks as point masses. How do you write the moment of inertia for point masses? For point masses, it's nothing but mr square. Simple. Okay, so writing it for, we need L about O. Okay, center of mass. So this will be what? I will write it center of mass only. Okay, center of mass. It will be I axis into omega. How will you write I axis about center of mass? It will, if we treat this as point mass, so it will be mr square. So total moment of inertia will be what? M plus 4m m r square. R will be what? Center of mass of the whole system, which is 9L by 5. Means 9L by 5 ka whole square into omega. Omega was what? We have written the formula for omega. Omega was what? A omega by what? L. This was omega, which was V by R. Okay, so just substitute here A omega by L. Just simplify it. It will be what? 5m into 81 L square by 25 into A omega by L. Clear? Now L cancel, and this also cancel 5. So the final angular velocity will be 81. Putting the value of L as root 24a, 81 into root 24 a square omega m by 5. This is L center of mass. This is the final value. Our options matching. It is 81 ma square omega. It is 81 root 25 by 5 ma square omega. So the second option is totally wrong. Okay, this is the result. You can see this. I will be writing this result in the corner because in the further options we would be needing this. Okay, so what was the L center of mass? It was 81 root 24 a square omega m by 5. Okay, now moving on to the next option. Okay, next option is the value of the angular momentum of the assembly about the center of mass. Okay, it is now the third option. Second option a little bit confusing. Generally, students confused in this. See, the second option was we need to find the angular momentum of the center of mass. Okay, of the center of mass of the assembly about point O. Means we have found the angular momentum of the center of mass. Now here we need to find the angular momentum of the assembly about the center of mass. Okay, this for the angular momentum of the center of mass. We need to now find the magnitude of angular momentum of the assembly, whole assembly. Now see, this formula will be only used. Whole assembly means we will be finding about this axis of rotation by which it's rotating like this. Clear? Now we can't assume these two as point masses. Okay, we will be assuming these two as disk only. Okay, what is the moment of inertia for disk? Mr square by 2. All of you know this. Okay, writing the L of what? L of assembly. Okay, this is what? I axis into omega. So it will be what? For the first disk, it will be mr square. What is the radius? Ma square by 2. Okay, plus. So for the second disk, mr square. What is the A? Mr square by 2 into what? Omega. Now here in this option, they have not written the value of omega. Okay, so omega is only there, so we are not writing the value of omega as a omega by r. Now simplifying this, it will be what? Ma square by 2 plus 2 to the 4th of 16 ma square by 2 into omega. It will be what? 17 ma square by 2 into omega. This is the final L about for the assembly. Our options matching 17 ma square omega by 2. The third option is also matching. Means the third option is also correct. Sorry. Okay. So here we have found L for assembly is 17 ma square omega by 2. So all the options are verified. Now for the last option. Last option is saying what? Last option is saying C. The magnitude of the Z component of the L is 55 ma square omega. This option is saying that you need to find the magnitude of the Z component of this angular magnitude of the Z component of this angular momentum. Z component, this is the Z axis, and this is the angular momentum of this assembly for with respect to center of mass, and this is the angular angular velocity vector, or you can say that angular momentum vector about this axis of rotation. You need to find the total magnitude of the angular momentum about Z axis. What you will do here? See, about the Z axis, so you can take the components here. For this, you will take component here. So this will be X axis for this. Means cos theta component for the for about the center of mass one, and the sine component for the axis of rotation one. Means C. The total L about Z will be what? It will be L omega 1, or you can say L center of mass Okay, because it was this angular velocity vector was for center of mass only. Okay, so L center of mass, or you can say for not confusing here, you can write it like L omega 1 only. Okay, L omega 1, what the cos component, because it was about z, so cos theta minus this L omega for this about the axis of rotation, this component cos theta, and the downward component sin theta. Means see, it is like this. If I draw their FBD like this, so this is like this, and this is what? This is the z axis with respect to which you have to find the components. Okay, this is the theta here, and this is theta here. Okay, this is for L omega 1, and this is L omega. So taking components here, so this component will be what? L omega 1 cos theta. This is L omega cos theta, and this is what? L omega sin theta. So if you need to find a total magnitude of the angular momentum, it will be what? Upper one minus lower one. Simple. Minus what? L omega sin theta. Now you have to just substitute the values. See, L omega 1 was for what? Center of mass. Means you can write it like this also. L center of mass cos theta minus L omega was for the assembly, and it was for about the axis of rotation. Okay, so you can write it as assembly. I'm sorry, L assembly into sin theta. Just substitute the values. See, what was for center of mass? The expression was this: 81 into root 24 a square omega m by 2 into cos theta. What was cos theta? If you remember, we have found the cos theta as, cos theta was what? Root 24 by base upon hypotenuse, so root 24 by 5 into root 24 by 5 minus L for assembly 17 m a square omega, 17 m a square omega by 2 into sin theta. What was sin theta? You can take out sin theta from here. Sin theta is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is the perpendicular here? A, and hypotenuse is 5a. So a upon 5a, that is 1 by 5. Means it is 1 by 5. Just do the calculations. If you solve this, you will get the approx answer as 77.6 m a square omega. Means this is the final magnitude of the z component of the angular momentum. Is the option matching? No, option is saying 55 m a square omega. Means the D option is totally wrong. Means the correct answer for this question was A and C. This was the correct answer for this question. So this was the question, and I will not say that this is very easy question. Yeah, you have to think a lot, and you have to clear the concept about the angular momentum vector. Okay. So initially when the rotation chapter start, you just have to concentrate, and for the rotation concepts, your previous chapter concepts are really important. NLM, work power energy, friction, everything, work power energy, work and energy theorem, center of mass should be clear. Okay, not the collision one, but yeah, about the basic center of mass of every body. Okay, so yeah, that is for this video. I hope you liked my video. This was the question, the toughest question of IIT ever, and according to the official data of JEE Advanced 2016, only 0.2% students have done it right. Means top 10 students have only done this question right during the exam temperament. And these type of questions are not solvable if you desire for a good rank. You just have to skip this type of questions. Many solvable questions would be there in the paper. Just find it and do it. You just have to remove. You just have to ignore these type of questions. Okay. So yeah, that is for this video. I hope you like my video. I will be back with another tougher question of advance, and this series will be continue. And as well as for the NEET, all the tough questions I will be solving it. Okay, so I hope you like my video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Study with Ishan. Keep learning, keep growing. Good luck.